here. The protein dynamic that we're going to talk about is targeted very early on during vesicle formation and eventually extended with the neck. We'll talk a lot about that, leading to finally the sinking reaction and the production of an endocytic plasma-coated vesicle that carries a concentrated load of receptor ligand complex cargo into the cell. This spontaneous assembly of plasmin and adapters activity and energy to disassemble until the encoding ACPase that I discovered in Jim Rothman's lab. It's been studied in great mechanistic detail by Lois Green and Evan Eisenberg here at NIH, mediates an uncoding reaction to recycle code proteins for multiple rounds in cytosis. In addition to these major constituents of the coated vesicle machinery, there's a plethora of other endocytic accessory factors, most of which have been identified through protein-protein interactions with adapters, clathrin, or dynamin, which serves as hubs in this systems biology type look at endocytosis by Harvey McMahon and his colleagues. Specific lipids are also required, and of course, the cargo is an important regulator. The question that one asks is, why is endocytosis so complex? Why all this myriad of accessory proteins? When you compare it to vesicle formation from intracellular organelles that have been well studied by Jim Rothman, Randy Sheckman, Bill Balch, and others, where they have been able to reconstitute in vitro systems COP2 or COP1 vesicle formation using just the coat protein, Sec2324, Sec1331, or the codomer complex, and the small GTPase, the SAR or R. So why the complexity of endocytosis at the plasma membrane? Now, you might argue it's because the plasma membrane is more rigid, it has higher cholesterol composition, it's got the underlying cytoskeleton, it's got the extracellular matrix. Reversible phenotype. Jane Koenig and Kazuo Ikeda at the City of Hope in California studied these flies by looking first, not surprisingly, since they had this paralyzed phenotype, at the neuromuscular junctions. And at the neuromuscular junctions of these flies, you can see at the non-permissive temperature the typical morphology of a synapse, neuromuscular synapse, chock full of synaptic vesicles and dots here at the muscles. Whereas just 5 minutes after shift to the non-permissive temperature, you can see the synaptic vesicles have been completely depleted, and instead you see this accumulation of endocytic profiles on the presynaptic membrane. At higher magnification, Kazuo-Keita noted that many of these endocytic structures have an electron-dense band at their neck. He called them collar pits. Some years later, Shibiri was cloned by Richard Valley and Alex Vandervliet at the same time and discovered to be the homologue of a mammalian protein that Richard Valley had discovered and called dynamin. Dynamin is atypical GTPase. In addition to the standard RAS-related G domain, it has a middle domain and Z domain that are involved in self-assembly, a pH domain that interacts and targets to PI4522 containing membranes, and a C-terminal choline-arginine ring domain that interacts with several of these endocytic accessory proteins that are SH3 domain containing molecules. Dynamin is a tetramer in solution, so if you think of RAS as small GTPases and trimeric T-alphas as large GTPases, you can think of it as the Arnold Schwarzenegger of GTPase, or not to mix metaphors, the Incredible Hulk of GTPase. It has a low affinity for GTP in the 10 micromolar range. The consequence of this is, unlike RAS-related GTPases and trimeric GTPases, it does not need a guest to activate it. It does not need a guanine exchange factor to yank off down GTP that is so tightly associated so that it can be loaded with GTP. Rather, in the cell, at steady state, it will always be in the GTP-bound form. It also has a robust basal rate of GTP hydrolysis of about 1 per minute. Dynamin self-assembles onto rings and spirals in low-salt solution or in the presence of GDP aluminum chloride. This is a discovery that Jenny Hinshaw made when she was in my lab at Scripps. And onto liposomes, either acidic or PIP2 containing liposomes to form these long dynamin spirals, very reminiscent of the Shibiri collars seen in the Drosophila meat. This self-assembly stimulates dynamin GTPase activity about 100-fold, and mutations in the GED, the GTPase-affected domain, impair self-assembly and decrease dynamic influence dynamic GTPase activity. So based on Jenny's discovery that dynamin self-assembles into these collar structures on its own, and previous work in my lab using the assay that Jennifer has referred to, where we had shown that you accumulate...
His neighbor says the cause of the crash remains unknown. He says the back of the plane went down.
You accumulate constricted coated pits in the presence of non-hydrolyzable analogs of GTP. Jenny and I proposed that dynamin functions as a mechanochemical enzyme that, upon addition in the presence of GTP, dynamin would self-assemble into this collar-like structure at the neck of
investigators suspect that the plane crashed shortly after takeoff.
If dynamin underwent a coordinated GTP hydrolysis, these assembled subunits would undergo concerted conformation that together could generate the force necessary for fission. However, to test this model, we made mutations that were specifically defective in this self-assembly reaction and assembly-stimulated GTPase activities. This work by Sonia Sever in my lab. And unfortunately, when we put these mutants in vivo to look at their phenotypes, we got exactly the opposite phenotype that our model would have predicted. That is, overexpression of these mutants that selectively impair self-assembly and therefore assembly-stimulated GTPase activity actually accelerated the rate of transferrin and clapper-mediated endocytosis in the cell. So that led Sonia Sever and I to propose another model for dynamin, in which we proposed that dynamin was actually like every other GTPase in the world, not a mechanochemical enzyme, but indeed a regulatory enzyme. In this model, we suggested that dynamin must, in its GTP-bound form, interact with effector molecules that control the rate-limiting step of vesicle formation, so that if we make mutations that are impaired in self-assembly and therefore in the gap activity activity, we would prolong the interaction of dynamic with these effective molecules, accelerate the rate-limiting steps of their metabolism. And that self-assembly in CCP hydrolysis, which activated the gap, in a sense, would, like other GTP agents, serve to negatively regulate activity and turn off the molecule for recycling. So these are apparently conflicting models. Embarrassingly, both